Hi everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching today. So I'm going to show you how to make this really nice gift box, and I just thought it was another fun way to show you how you can use the puppets. So if you've been making the cards with my new puppet collection, then why not make some nice gift packaging to go with them. So this one here, you can see how the puppet works on the front. I've used the stamps there to make a little gift tag which says Christmas presents. I'm not going to undo all this now, but you just undo the bows and you've got a really nice size. It's kind of the milk carton style. This is 6 by 6 by 2, so it's a good size. I think I've already got something that I could pop into this, and I've also used this bow is from another stamp set. It's the Christmas sentiment stamp set from last year. So let me show you how to make it. So we're going to get straight into the tutorial. So you want 2 pieces of 8 1/4 by 10-inch cardstock. So it's the default width of our A4 cardstock there. Okay, so along that 8 1/4 side you want to score at 6 and 8. And then rotate so that 1/4 inch tabs along the top, and you're going to score at 1, 2 and 8. Like I said, you want to do that on both of your pieces. So first of all, you just want to fold and burnish all of your score lines. The top 2 here, where you've got the 1 and the 2 inch score lines, fold the 2 so it's a mountain, and then that first one, the 1 inch one, you want that to be a valley fold. This is a colour core cardstock. It's very good. It doesn't crack. It's the Craft UK cardstock. If you're worried that you might have cracking in your card, I would suggest just scoring that on the other side, as well as scoring at 1 and 2. Flip it over and just score that 1 again. Okay, so you can see how we're going to start to get the top. It's like the egg carton. It's like a milk carton style. So again, I'll just do this one. Okay, then we want to do some cutting. So with that 1/4 inch tab on your right hand side, you're going to cut up both of these score lines here to that first score line. This small rectangle piece on the corner you can just cut away. So just snip that one like so. And then continue now along this side. This is going to be the tab which will hold it all together. So you want to snip down this one here and then all the way down the side there to remove that. And now work along the top. You're going to cut down this one again down to the second score line this time, and then you can keep all of that on if you want. I'm just going to keep one piece just so you can fold that in like so. And I'm just going to miter the corners, just take a little wedge off of there and also off of this piece, just so then we don't have anything hanging out. And then I'm also going to take some off of the sides of this one here as well. Okay, so if I just lay that down there, and then if you pause the video, that's how you want to cut the second one. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces here, and now we're going to start sticking them together. So this one is going to go over the top here. So I'm going to use my Clow all-purpose glue and just put a bead of glue. So just cover all of that tab there. I'm just spreading that glue out. I'm not squeezing any more out. Like so. And then you're just going to lay this over the top. Make sure the base score line lines up first. Get that in place. Okay, and then just flip the whole thing over. Fold this side and add your glue again to this tab. And then fold that whole piece over. Again, just make sure that's all secure. Okay, so now we've got something like this. So these pieces will fold in, and then this will come together to form the closure, and that's where I'm going to have the ribbon and the bow. So this is the base. So I'm going to fold these out and fold this one down. Add my glue. If you want to reinforce this, if you're going to put something heavier in, you could put some grey board in between the layers or just some more cardstock. But if you're using this Clow all-purpose glue, then that's going to really strengthen it. Bring in the 2 tabs there. Just add some more glue to the top. And then close the front. This way it's all concealed. And then inside the box, it's nice and neat. You haven't got that the tabs or anything. Just use a ruler and you can just go in there and just spread all that out. So just popping that now to one side to let that dry. I want to start putting together the elf. So I've die cut this one here using the Snow Angel mechanism. So you want to die cut the main plate, and you want to die cut 2 of your pull tab, and I've just stuck them together so it's a nice strong piece. This one, for anybody that new that's joining and maybe hasn't seen this release, this will create other effects, and you can create shaker cards as well with that one. And then I'm going to have the elf on this gift bag. So I have all of the pieces. I've already put him together, and this is the elf and the gingerbread puppet set. So that's how they come. So you get 17 dies. You can see we've got the elf on the left and then the gingerbread man on the right hand side. I have a video showing you how to put these together, where all the pieces go, how to put the hat, everything for all of the puppets. So if you want to check that out, I'll link the video up here now. So you want to grab this one first of all. And actually it's best if we get this embossed. So this is the embossing folder. So it's the Snow Angel embossing folder. So you just want to open this one up, lay this in here, and you want to line up the slot so it's in between kind of the neck, I guess, there, just that head. Just make sure it's all within that square, which you can see it is. I'm going to run that through my embossing machine. You can see we get that lovely Snow Angel effect. Okay, so grab the pull tab, and you want 8 brads. You want the 5mm ones, really. Anything bigger it just means this won't swing as well. So make sure you got all of the limbs facing out the right way. They should all be flicking out. So his feet flick out and his hands, his thumbs are like facing out. I'm going to keep the red. These, I'm just down to the last brads really. So, but you want colours that are going to match your puppet, just in case you do see them at all. So you're going to take one of the limbs and you're going to pop the brad through the outer circle or hole, and then you're going to attach it onto the pull tab. So the arms are going to go on the top and then the legs go on the bottom, and then just open up your split pin there. You'll see already now we've got that one that hangs. And then I'm going to take the other arm, again just pop that through. So now we've got those 2 hanging. What I would also suggest, if you've got some old scissors, just snip off the ends of the brads. Doesn't matter too much on these ones, but because all the puppets are different shapes and sizes, sometimes on some of them you see the brads, they're completely visible, like the fairy for example, so it's worth just trimming them. You can see now you don't see any of those pieces. And then you're going to do the same for the legs. So you're going to go in the end hole and then through the bottom. Okay, so now you should have something like this. Next you want to take this piece and you're going to slide the pull tab through the top there, and then the other holes on the limbs will line up with the other 4 holes that are on this piece here. And then I'm going to take the other brads, so pop it through the other hole there, and then just find that one and then just open that one up. So now you can do a little test run. You'll see the arm works already. If you get that scraping kind of sound, it's just the brads underneath, so just push them down a bit and you'll see that just soon disappears. Again, I'm going to take another one here, open up this side. Again, you can see that works. So and even at this point, when you put them all down, if you're not happy with something, you can easily take these off again. It's not until you actually stick this onto the card that it's kind of, you know, you're stuck then, but you've got a lot of time to still correct this if you need to. So I'm just repeating the same there with the legs, and now you can see we've got that movement. So next he's going to go over the top here like this. So you want to get yourself some foam squares, or just any foam. You just want to cut it down. I'm just cutting these in half. So what you want to do is open this up so it's in that orientation, because we're going to stick the foam here and then also just above the slot here to support the head. But what you want to do is double up the foam, because we need to lift this because of the dimension we've got from the brads. So I'm just going to stick 2 together there. So just sandwich them together, take the backing off, and then you're going to stick this near to the mechanism there. Not so it's touching it, just close to it. You want it to be hidden under the body of your puppet. So again, just double that up like so, and then do one more and just fold them over you might have some small circle foam dots. You can just, you know, layer those up, but you want to have them like that. And then just take the backing off. Next, you want to push this down so they're now all facing up. And then you want to hover this over so it covers the bottom part of the mechanism. Okay, if you get that in place, then everything else will line up. Like so. And now when I pull the pull tab, you've got your little snow angel elf. Okay, so now we can stick this to the box. So we're going to pop that on the front there. I just think it starts to really pull it all together. Now, if you've got any of my older collections, if you've got the pull stamp, you want to get that done now. Otherwise, you might want to put a little arrow on there. You might just want to leave it plain. You could turn it into the North Pole. So you could use some of my stripy pattern papers from previous collections, or you could just die cut this in red. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to stamp pull. Don't think I got the bottom there. It's just, there we go, just about. So I am going to do that. I've just die cut just the top of the pull tab in this lovely glittery green cardstock. And I'm going to attach it onto the pull tab so it starts to look more like the North Pole. This is a double-sided glitter. You don't need double-sided. This was just one that I had. A little bit of scrap. There we go. I think that's going to look really quite sweet on there now. So you want to add foam now onto the back of this because you need these brads to obviously be able to move. So I'm just going to use my foam tape here. So just a couple of strips down the side. One along there, and I'm also going to go through the middle just so it doesn't dip. Take the backing off of there, get rid of that piece. Okay, so now if you hold the top here, just keep that all in place, and then you can just get this all lined up. You could stick this on before you put it all together if you would prefer, but it's pretty easy to do it like that. Okay, so you'll want 2 pieces of 1 3/4 by 5 3/4 to decorate either side. And then you'll want, I've got 4 pieces in total, but I've done 2 in pattern and 2 in the same snow white Centura pearl cardstock there. And these are 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4. So I'm going to have the green card or pattern paper there. And then I'm going to have the white colour at the top, and that's what I'm going to hole punch through, and then have the green bow. I just wanted that white because I think the bow is going to really pop. So I'm going to stick all of these down first of all. Okay, next I'm going to hole punch these. Now you may want to do this before you stick it all together. Again, it's still easy to do. So I'm going to just mark, let's do there and there. So that measures, I've come in about 1.5 from the matte layer there. Yeah. So I'm just going to just line that up and then just do the same on the other side. But what you can do is so, and then I'm just going to line it up with the other one like so, and then just mark with the pencil again, and then I can just go now from this side, and that way I know it's all lined up. So whatever works best, like I said, you might want to do this before you put it all together, and then just tie that off in a nice bow. You could make it into a gift bag as well. You could add a handle to this very easily. Like so. Let's just tidy up the edges. So I've changed this to red. I thought the red matched his shoes and everything else, so I changed that bit, and then I've made the gift tag. So this is the red glitter card is 2 by 3.5, and then I've used that same snow white cardstock, which is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4, and then I've just popped this sentiments on top, put a little hole punch through there, and then I'm going to take this. I've had this for quite a long time. I want to say I got it from a craft label, I believe, but it's obviously perfect for your Christmas makes because it's all those traditional colours. So I'm going to feed this one through here, loop that through, And then obviously I'll undo all this when I go to put the gift in it, but what I will do now is just tie this behind the bow. I quite like layering up different strings and ribbons together, especially at Christmas time. I'm all about the packaging. I do love going a bit over the top and just spending a lot of time. It's funny because when people are over mine for Christmas, they're looking at the packaging, they're like, oh, I hope that's my gift. Especially my sister, because she keeps them all. So it's worth every minute doing all this because I know they get appreciated. So I might just move the bow along to the side there. There we go. How cute does that? That's going to look so sweet underneath the Christmas tree. So that's the box all finished. I'm really pleased with this one. I think it looks adorable, and it's another fun way to use those puppets. I think it's super cute. And then obviously if you've given them the gift box, you should give them a matching card as well. And there's the elf, and I've just used some gel pen over the tights there. You could also die cut it in white and then use red marker instead, just to create that effect. I think it's quite sweet. And that's an easel card there, and I've used the Merry Christmas, which is the dies from the collection as well. So there you have it. So thank you for watching. As always, I will link as much as I can in the description box below, and I'll be back again very soon with more fun tutorials. Take care. Bye.